Hello everyone, this is Richboywayne, aka the Specialist of Opportunity. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a path to wealth. There's not going to be any gurus or courses or anything like that in this video. This is just going to be practical data that anyone can do if you put your mind to it. There are literally thousands of paths to wealth. This is just one of mine. And the beautiful thing about this is that you can take any path that you want. Also, if you want me to post my other paths, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll make another video showing the other paths that I came up with. Today, I'm sharing with you my path and what I plan to do. This is by no means necessarily what you have to do. The beautiful thing about this is that you can choose your own paths or your own combination of paths. So without further ado, allow me to show you my path to wealth. Okay, so the first thing that you'll notice here is phase 1. So phase 1, first action on this path is to get pre-approved for FHA or a USDA loan. If you don't know what FHA is, you can Google it, but basically it is a loan backed by the federal government that allows you to put down 3%, and you don't necessarily have to have a huge credit score to get it. Same thing with USDA, but the USD loan is more geared towards the rural areas. So if you're looking to live in like an urban area or downtown, then probably your best bet is to go FHA. Both of these are good. It just depends on where you want to live at. So anyway, the first step is to get pre-approved for either of these loans or both of them if you can. And then you can move on to phase 2. Phase 2 is to make $1,000. Now the reason why I wanted to put this as phase 2 is because I wanted to get in the habit of making money and not relying on savings or, having to go through friends and family. So phase 2 is going to be to make $1,000, which is not hard to do. You can sell your used items on eBay or Craigslist or what have you. You can go out and start up a lemonade stand. What is this, 1950? I mean, come on, this is 2020, okay? You can drive for Uber, you can do DoorDash, Lyft, whatever, and make $1,000. It's not hard to do. To put that into perspective, if you make $200 a month in 5 months, you should have $1,000, give or take. So that's not hard to do, okay? So make $1,000. Moving on, phase 3. Here we go. Okay, phase 3. Save $1,000. Now this right here is a little tricky for some people. I get it, okay? Saving money is very, very tricky, and it's an acquired skill for most people. If you're like me, you see that money in your bank account, and you're saying, "Oh man, I just gotta spend it. I gotta spend it." What can I buy that I need? And next thing you know, you're looking in your bank account and you only got $5 in it. So saving $1,000, this is an important skill that you have to acquire as well. So really and truly, I put these as 2 separate phases, but they should really be 2 phases in one. Point being is that you want to save $1,000. Now, the way you do that is you can do it by saving $200 a month or $100 a month or whatever your budget. For me, it's like $200 a month that I'm trying to save to get to this. So in 5 months, I should have this, okay? Now, I know that to get an FHA loan, you typically have to put down 3%. On a $100,000 house, that's $3,000. And on a $200,000 house, it's $6,000. So this is only $2,000 right here, okay? I understand that. I get that. I'm going to get to that in a couple of minutes, okay? Just hold on with me. Just bear with me here. Bear with me. Okay, so moving on. We're going into phase 4. Phase 4 is to get a duplex or split level house. I'm pretty sure you have heard, or maybe you haven't heard, of a concept called house hacking. And essentially what house hacking is that you buy a duplex or split level and you live in one side and you rent out the other. That's typically how house hacking works. So what you do is you're going to buy a duplex or a split level or a triplex if you can find one. You're going to live on one side and you're going to rent out the other, and the other side is going to pay your rent. And the whole time the other side is paying your rent, you're going to be saving up to buy your second investment property, which I'm going to share. I think it's down here in phase 10, but we're going to get to that. So just bear with me here, okay? Going on to phase 5. Phase 5, here we go. Calculate the closing cost. All right, so we found the duplex and split level. Now we need to calculate the closing costs to get that duplex or split level. And there are calculators online that can tell you typically it's 1% of the purchase price. So whatever the purchase price is for your duplex. I usually don't like borrowing money from people, but you're going to see why I'm doing this in phase 6. So in phase 6, it says borrow money from friends, family, or 401k. In my situation, it's going to be 401k. I don't recommend borrowing money from your 401k, but you're going to see why I'm doing this. Okay, you're going to understand why I'm doing it. So, okay, once you do that, going on to phase 7, is you're going to make an offer and ask for a concession of the amount that you borrowed in phase 5. Or excuse me, phase 6. I don't know why I put phase 5 there. Change that. There we go. Phase 6. So, in other words, whatever you borrowed here, you're going to ask for a concession in that amount. And when you close, you're going to pay off the amount that you borrowed from your friends or family or 401k. That's why I recommend doing it. It's short term. You don't have to keep it out. And once you close, you're going to pay it off anyway. So that's the only reason why I recommend doing this and borrowing money from the 401k. If it was any other situation, I wouldn't recommend it, because if you ever leave your job or quit or do anything of that nature, then you're going to be on the hook for whatever you borrowed for this. But because it's such a short-term thing, it's okay to borrow it, as long as you're disciplined enough to pay it back, and you're not one of those people that, oh, I'm going to borrow the money and ask for a concession, and I'm going to take the money that I use for the concession and go buy Bitcoin or some other weird thing or something like that. You have to be disciplined to do this, okay? You got to be disciplined. But if you do it, it can be great. So moving on, phase 8. So we're going to pay off the loan we took off, the amount that you took out of your 401k with this concession. For those that don't know what a concession is, by the way, it's basically a rebate sort of thing that you get at closing, and you can ask for that in a contract, and a lot of people do it. It's nothing, nothing really revolutionary. So I didn't explain what I was borrowing, and I should have explained that. So you're going to borrow your down payment. So that 3% that you're going to get on the FHA loan, let me put that in here actually, down payment, just so I won't confuse everybody. You're going to borrow your down payment from your friends, family, or 401k. There you go. Makes a lot more sense. Okay, so moving on. So when you get your duplex, you're going to save when you're rent free. So in other words, you're going to save like you're paying your rent. So if your rent is $800, you're going to live, the other side is going to pay your rent, and then the rent that you would have paid, you're going to put that into a savings account. You're going to save that rent free. Then you're going to use that as your down payment by your second investment property. So in other words, if your rent is usually $1,000, you're going to save that times 12. It's $12,000. You're going to put that $12,000 down by your second investment property, and then so on and so forth and so forth. Depending on what you need, how many doors you need. In my case, I've figured out that if I could make $4,000 passively, I can retire. And so that's my goal with this, and that's what I plan to do. And then we can retire, and we can, do real estate all day, instead of having to deal with customers or deal with clients or things of that nature. And life becomes fun at that point. See, when you're having to work for a living, life is boring. But when you can retire with real estate, life becomes fun. You can travel. You can do the things in life that you want to do. Maybe you want to stay home with your kids. Maybe you want to homeschool your children. Who knows? You can do all of that, though, with the power of real estate. So anyway, this is just my plan. You don't have to follow it. You don't have to do it, but it's just a suggestion. So leave your comments in the comment section. Leave your comment on your amount that it takes for you to retire and how you can do that with this. So I'm interested to hear your opinions and your thoughts on this. But anyway, if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you want to hear future content from me, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.